Hello everybody, my name is RagingRaptor and I'm sorry for this shitty audio quality. You might ask yourself, well, why RagingRaptor are you doing this shit right here? Because I am, as you maybe can see, not at home, where I normally usually have my stand microphone. I'm right now at my tablet. And you might be even hearing that it's, let's say it like this, trying to cool itself down because it's rather hot in here. To be more precise, 29 degrees. So yeah, and the humidity is also okay, 29 degrees Celsius. But that's not the point of the video. As you maybe can see here, I'm even too lazy to crop everything together. I just want to make it as fast as possible so I'm not dead, because it caught my eye. And what it is that in 9.20 several different things are coming, and one of them being a French rebalance of the tier 10 medium tank and the tier 10 tank destroyer. And I really want to do a video shortly, or maybe 10 minutes, to trick the YouTube algorithm in getting me more views, Kappa, about how, because the Foch 155 is something which I personally in the past enjoyed a lot, while it was still strong in quotation marks. Why exactly strong in quotation marks? Because it was one of those TDs which had an 850 damage shotgun, but times 3. Meaning you had a rather big damage output and you could easily, or not easily, but when you got lucky, get to one-shot one E100. Also, again, sorry for this really crude and not really professional setup. I don't have my real headset at home. As you can see, I have to use a broken one, because if right now I would use this microphone which is over here instead of this one, you would have a horrible time for your ears, because it would get basically a tinnitus, or tinnitus it's called in English, because the ventilation of this tablet is going insane. No, again, I am really sorry for the shitty quality. It should not be as usual like this. Again, laptop, I have it at home because, to be honest, I am learning rather a lot right now. For example, I need to get to know to those two books. Yeah, anyway, back to this thing. Foch 155 was one of my most favorite tanks. It used to have the most games in it, around 680. Again, a long time ago, when my Jack Pansy 100 has a 1300, I think. Anyway, it got nerfed a lot, losing its top engine, losing its 850 damage gun with many other TDs, but other TDs got a comparison, and like an exchange for that, they got better DPM, which the Foch 155 didn't got. It got guttered. It got guttered good. It got so guttered that it received the last year's only nerfs. Nerfs to mobility, nerfs to armor, and really important to the armor is that its side armor got nerfed by down to 40 millimeters, which means every gun which has above 122 millimeter caliber will overmatch that piece of shit. Yes, this tank is a piece of crap. And yeah, that means an IS tier 7 heavy tank will penetrate your side armor. A KV-85 with 122mm gun will auto-pen your side armor. Anyway, those are why the Foch 155 is arguably one of the worst TDs, because its gun excuse me, is also not really reliable anymore. 3 shots, shit long reload time, and generally not really that what you really want to look forward to. Anyway, this is what we are looking right now, the 9.20 French rebalance. First of all, they want to do, well, obviously there's also some rebalance with the tier 10 and tier 9 Japanese heavy tank, which I might talk about in another video when I have a better equipment, but this is a little bit more important right now for me personally. First of all, the AMX30 and the AMX30B will get buffs, and well, it get also some nerfs, like like just a give and take situation. First of all, they will get better armor, as you can see here, and as you also can see, holy shit, yeah, my tablet is really slow. Anyway, I can't speak Russian, but on Ritter status block they say that on the left side are the old values, on the right side are the new ones, and as you can see, the tier 9 tank gets on the gun mantle 200mm minimum armor, while on the turret cheeks which are rather nicely rounded, 80 to 150 millimeters. And what does the tier 10 one get? Yes, even more, up to 300 millimeter of gun mantlet armor, which is rather juicy for this tank, and it will definitely divorce this tank from the STB one, excuse me, and the, what's it called, the Leopard one. Yes, even though the coupler is still humongous, it will also get a better accuracy on the move, and I think even a better DPM. Let me check that up. Improved gun steps, dispersion on the move, and DPM. Yes, but the penetration will go down to 247 if I recall correctly, and the accuracy will also a little bit suffer. Anyway, I kind of welcome those changes, even though, let's say it like this, I kind of got the feeling that Wargaming wants to introduce national traits, and this is not a bad one. Definitely not a bad one. The Swedish got their strong turrets on heavy tanks, they get their strong DPM and siege mode on their TDs. That is totally fun, and I like this step into this situation, because right now I don't want to play World of Tanks anymore because it is dull for me. Tier 10 is only tier 10, it's freaking boring and whatsoever. And I think kind of they start to try to introduce diversity, and I have to say, somebody in the comments below, okay, that's not a good idea. It's not here, it's on the other side, on this one here. We're also going to do that shortly. I'm going to speak to that shortly. And, oh, Jesus, it's so slow. It feels so bad. Anyway, what they're going to do, they're trying to make a national traits, and I like that because I want diversity in this game. Why did I grind it like shit, the TD line of the French up? Because it was new, it was diverse, and I had a lot of fun with it, because it was an experience I never used before, I never had before, which I genuinely like. And I think this is what they're also going to do. And on the other side, on armor patrol, somebody in the comments said, why don't they introduce, instead of those armor buff, the 20mm autocannon secondary gun on the MX-30B to deal with pesky light tanks? And I have to say, this would be a great idea. Wargaming, listen to your community. You're kind of doing it right now, you could do it better. Anyway, now to the main theme of this video. Sorry that I speak so much about the other things. Let's start with the bottom tier. Tier 8, all of the... Gosh damn it, it's so hard. All of those TDs will, from tier 8 upwards, will get an autoloader. The first one starting with the AMX AC MLE 48, which will have a 4-shot autoloader with 34 seconds reload time, which is rather fast. It's around this reload time of a 50B, but it has a reload of 2.7 seconds and only 3 shots, netting in a 1200 burst damage, which is nevertheless not bad at all, especially if you think the Lorraine has the same amount of DPM, just the Lorraine does not have 150mm frontal armor. Sure, weak spots are there, but I think this tank will be kind of fun. But next up we will have the Foch MX-50 Foch, tier 9 tank, which many people I think don't like at all, because it's not a big step up from the AMX AC MLE 48. Well, at least used to be a little step up, because you got better armor, better gun stats in overall, and it was a really good Sturmpanzer, a really good assault gun in my opinion. But they're throwing this away, giving it a 4-shot outload with 2.4 seconds in magazine real time, and well, burst damage of 1600, which is again starting to get stronger. 180mm front armor, 70mm side armor, which is definitely not bad either. But now, ladies and gentlemen, the new and improved tier 10 Foch. I made a video about this on a sandbox server where they give it a 4-shot autoloader, and they said, hey, it's something new. I don't really think it's bad, I like it. But right now they're introducing it as 6-shot autoloader. What does a 6-shot autoloader mean? With 2 seconds in between shots reload time. Like a T-57 Heavy. A T-57 Heavy is a really mean opponent which you don't want to fight against, in my personal opinion, when you are like not really well angled and he can just burst you down to 1600 HP less. This tank does the same, but with 2400. Meaning every tier 9 TD except No, every tier tier 10 TD, excuse me, every tier 10 medium tank, every tier 10 light tank, and many tier 10 heavy tanks will suffer. They will suffer hard. And you know what is the funniest thing about all this thing? Well, you might argue, well, yeah, the old Foch was also really stupid. It had, give me a second, it has one, like the old, okay, look, can I do this? Because, guys, let's be honest, I'm too lazy, my head is kind of hurting because of all of those shit I have to do. Anyway, so let's just take the calculator because I'm a piece of shit. Anyway, Jesus, is so slow. Right now it has a burst of this. You have more. You need right now 10 seconds to fully unload your clip for 2250 damage. I think this, I can calculate this. You have 10 seconds to do 2400 damage. Sure, it's not 750 damage per shot, it's not as punishing, but yeah, it is more, and it's a lot in my opinion. Like, those 150 damage can make the difference between life and death. Now let's have a look how the OP TD used to have damage. Yes, it's a little bit more. It's 150 more to be exact, but still. Personally, I'm looking forward to this change when it comes like that. Especially, they also said they improved the armor, in especially the side armor, meaning again it won't be overmatched so easily, and 80mm is the value of a jack tag, which is not bad. They gave it increased maneuverability, maybe better soft stats, for maybe better traverse speed. I don't really know. And again, this outloaded 240 damage. Yes, please. No, I really don't know, but it looks really interesting in my opinion. I don't know yet what I should think about it. I really want to test it on a test server. 257 penetration doesn't really sound like a lot, but I think this tank could be an amazing assault gun and rival heavy tanks. How it used to be. This tank was not a sniper. This tank never used to be a real good sniper. It was a tank which excels in platooning, where you go in, unload your clip, and then get covered by your teammates. This is what I did. This is why my friend has over 2k games on Object 268, because we ran to the front, unloaded our magazines, and well, he obviously just made shot after shot after shot. But anyway, this is the new Foch and I'm really looking forward to it. And one little or two little tidbits. Jesus Christ, it's so slow. The Batshot 25 ton gets an HD model. It's like the tank which many people wanted to have an HD model. Here it is. Have a glance at it. Go slow through the video. I don't care. What is important though is that apparently it loses its 105mm gun. That's kind of awkward. It is a strong gun. 1950 damage. I think it was 5 shots. 390. Yes. And now it gets a 300 damage gun with a equal reload time, but a longer faster interclip time, but a bigger clip size and a damage of 1800. So it is a little bit less, and you need to be exposed longer. I never really played much Batshot. I don't really like it, to be honest. So yeah, not that big of a deal. And the AMX5100 gets minus 9 degrees gun depression. Anyway, I hope you didn't mind the shitty-ass audio quality, the shitty-ass video quality. I have a look at it. Ooh, yeah, it's really shitty. It's still fucking hot in here, so I guess I'm turning up this thing, which is my ventilation. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'm not dead yet. Maybe we'll be later on. And good luck on the battlefield if you still play the game.